So, over the last couple of days, YouTube got flooded by these kind of thumbnails. And a lot of people were asking me, dude, what the hell is going on with Waves? And what is Waves? So, in case you have no idea what I'm talking about and what happened, let me bring you up to speed with the Waves fiasco. So, hello everybody and welcome to a new video and welcome to my... Whoa! Anyway, this is just a nod at my last video, and I just wanted to take a second and say thanks to everybody who's watched that video, the one on the bad monkey. You guys were incredible. A lot of support, a lot of very positive comments. Probably my most successful video so far. I mean, I have videos with more views, but they have never gotten so many views so quickly. Of course, it's going to die down soon, but just the fact that a lot of people watched the video and a lot of people left me a lot of positive comments means the world to me, so thank you very much. Anyway guys, welcome to a new video and welcome to my channel where we talk about everything music from death metal to Queen and everything in between. So Waves Audio is a company that makes some of the best plugins in the industry for recording and producing. Some of my favorite plugins and the ones I use the most are made by Waves. And for the most part, I love them because they're easily used, they sound great, and they're dependable, at least right up until a couple of days ago, when they announced they were actually going to move forward with a subscription-only base format, which means that from now on, you would actually have to pay a subscription fee to use all of their plugins. And of course, there's going to be different tiers for different plugins and stuff like that. And of course, I had to look into it because, I mean, I wanted to keep on using the same plugins, and I noticed that most of the plugins that I actually use are not even on the lower tier, so I would have to pay, a higher premium to use them every month, even though I already paid for them before. So yeah, of course, a lot of people got pissed, a lot of people spoke up, a lot of people on YouTube were like this and this and this and this and all the fun thumbnails and stuff like that. And Waves Audio got criticized so much that they actually had to go back on that decision and actually reach a compromise. So apparently what they're going to do now is that if you actually bought the plugin, you may continue to use it. But if you haven't bought any of the plugins yet and you want to use the subscription service, you may do so as well. So that's kind of cool. I mean, honestly, I prefer to own my own stuff. Because, I mean, if you don't actually own a lot of plugins, you're actually going to sit there and spend time with the few plugins you actually own, and you are going to get to know them better. I mean, over the years, I've had access to hundreds of plugins, but I keep using the same ones over and over because I know how to use them and I know how they sound and I know how to get to a certain sound fast, and that's the way it should be. That's also why I like actual outboard gear, because you actually get to use it and you get to spend time with it because you already spend money on it, because you actually get to tweak it and play around with it and you get to know it inside out, which is really cool. But I do want to take a second and say good for you, Waves, for actually listening to your users, because a lot of companies just think with their pockets and they do everything to just maximize their revenue and they don't care about the user. I mean, there was definitely more money in it with the subscription-based program, but at least now they actually give us the option to do the subscription-based thing or just buy out the plugin, which I'd prefer anyway. What I would really like though is a way to actually buy a plugin and then be able to resell that plugin so that I could get some money back and then buy a new plugin, if you know what I mean. Like you do with a pedal. Let's say you buy a Bad Monkey pedal and then you decide you don't like it. You can just put it up for sale. Or, in a couple of years, the Bad Monkey 2 pedal comes out and you decide that you want that instead, then you can sell the Bad Monkey 1. That doesn't happen with plugins. Not with the Waves ones. Anyway, now there's one more thing I'd like to address on this video, and that is the fact that a lot of people actually spoke out because of the fact that they actually feel like they want to own the product. They want to own the plugin and they want to be able to use it as many times as needed and for as long as they want to. Now, I think that's great and I am all for it, but I just wish they felt the same way about Spotify. Because it's basically the same thing. You don't own the music, you can just listen to the music as long as you keep paying for that subscription. Whereas personally, my Spotify is all the CDs on my shelf. I love the fact that I own that CD and I can listen to it as many times as I want to, with no ads, with no internet, perpetually, as long as it doesn't break or, get scratched up. I can listen to that album and it's going to sound way better than Spotify, and I could take it anywhere if I really needed to. I don't have to rely on the internet or on a company that might actually go under at one point or another. So imagine this, Spotify goes out of business, or they decide they're not making enough money, or they raise the prices on their subscription. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna listen to it on YouTube? I mean, you might, but then there's so many ads there too. Call me old-fashioned. I love a CD, I love vinyl. Anyway guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop me a like if you did, drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel like a man if you haven't yet. And if you really enjoy the content, please do me a big favor and go visit my Patreon. A little goes a long way and we surely do appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Pat out, middle on, dudes.